If you get a bit too much pigment in a certain area, you can use the kneadable eraser to remove some of it. You hardly have to press at all, it will just rub off if you just rub it over the top of it. If you press too hard, you'll lose too much of the pigment. So this area of the face is quite sort of, oh sorry, I'm trying not to let it walk. It's quite light. You can always add pigment back in, so don't be scared about taking too much off. This needs blending in a lot more down here. So it's almost like painting with the rubber itself, to be honest. Okay. In order to burnish certain areas, so smooth them out, you can use the light flesh colour, which I'm going to use just to, you can't really see what it does, it just sort of smooths out the creases a bit, makes it look a bit smoother and nicer. When I say smooths out the creases, it sort of blends the colours in. It's not putting a lot of pigment on itself, but it does help to smooth it all down. Even these areas that I've just taken the colour out of, you can add the colour back in. So I'm going back in now with the Van Dyke brown, add a bit more to the darker tones. Once you've used the light flesh, it helps blend it over the, you can blend it over the top of it as well. So we've got a bit more darker colour at the top here. Well, that's not very in focus, is it? Sorry. So this area here is a bit too dark for me. So I'm going to use the kneadable eraser or rubber, whatever you like to say, to take some of that out. So you can do this, build up the colours, you put it in and then you take it out again. You can see the colour that's come off on the end of, oh, you could if it was in focus, sorry, on the end of the rubber. And then I'll put in a bit more colour to build it up again and just remove it in places. Okay, I'm going to use the brown ochre 10% luminance pencil to just go over the highlight areas. On the head. So this bit here, for example, should be lighter. It also burnishes it. I'm pressing a bit harder now. Still following the direction that the hair grows. Useful. It's useful for going over areas where there's like veins and things like that. It helps them stand out a bit more. And it just smooths the colour down. I haven't finished this area yet, so I won't do too much here. Okay, so it lightened that area up a little bit. We've got a very light bit here. Oh, I've got to turn the light on, sorry. That's a bit better. So this all needs blending in. Don't want it to get too pinky, so I'm going to leave it at that and then go on to building up more colour.